La leche, la leche, la leche, la leche, la leche. Parity, non-patriarchy, past, present, futures. Here's ours again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's Co-Secretary. That's what we'd like to call ourselves and use, all of us, everyone's. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, in contact, we also call ourselves other names, such as including archetypal ye's ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. What we are delivering is divine democracy ye's, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and Erways, all the females and males, all of the incarnated souls that God has created, is creating, and shall create past, present, futures, can become reunited back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact. Because space-time is not linear. And does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-loving's authorities with the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever present in all creations and all sustainings, including us, and all that we knows and have ever knows and shall ever knows. Past, present, futures, including all our families and communities, all the females reparatively, and all the females and males reparatively with the I in it, and also all the flora and fauna that Goddess God has given us to co-steward and appreciate. And so we says, Namaste, the divines with us, Greeks, the divines with the yous and alls. And we says, Mikotuya, Oyosin, Mikotuya, Kosiviral. We are alls related. It is all related. And because we know we are alls and entities related, we cans and shells and cans comes together again, back and forth in circles, times, balance, and contact. On this and all our planets, for the heavens, on all our earths. And we also says the alights with us, Greeks, the alights with the news and alls, cox on pox, and all the greetings of all the heritages and news, including especially today or this week, remembering Bahava, L'chaim, Shalom, Sol, Sa, Aslam, and more there, and of course Ubuntu, and so many of all the languages, Merci, and Jinquei, and Flanjvaz, all the languages going back and forth in circles, times, and beyond, because space-time is not linear. On this and all our planets. And so we also, and because we are also knowings, we know that we are alls created of star stuff, and we are heeding the divine wisdom of the ancient civilization, especially the Mycenaean era, anthropological era, a very long era, and also especially Atlantis and Thrace and Ubuntu going back and forth several times, the Vedics, Druidics, and more, cultures that were divine, feminine, friendlies, and equally friendlies to masculines and to feminines and masculines, and to females and males, and so we also call ourselves other names, especially today, co-Estelarians and co-Easterlians. That is co-A-Esterlians and co-Easterlians, because we are connecting and combining the messages of Shushan, that is 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, that is the Magdalens and Nazarenes, and they actually were previously the Venusians and Marias, reintegrated, intermarried, intertwined, reunified, and connecting them, of course, to the ancient heritages of Atlantis, and the Eleusian mysteries. We are updated the Eleusian mysteries, so that we can, and shells becomes, and shells and cans becomes, always reborn nativities and always risen springs, back and forth, circle times, balance, and contact, for parity, peace, cultures on this and all our planets. And all our planets, and therefore calls ourselves the very real Stargates, Atlantis, and all the holy lands and sacred earth's risens, and the very reals, first go first, last that shall be first go first, teams of Stargates and Star Trek, of parity, peace, cultures on this solar planet. So it sounds like a daunting task to currently open the Akashic records of all souls and the Stargates, but actually it's easily accomplished via the new millennial golden rule of peace cultures that you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just after it read the ELLEVENSZ steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and thus those. And you'll also see a page on the website called Amongst the Representatives. Use, and use, because you use two shells and cans and shells and cans and shells. Join joins us in becoming the Equinoxtrueqsz Co-Secretary General's close for us. The only issue I've been a little bit concerned about is whether we'd be silly and stupid to lose this opportunities and have to lose our incarnations, lose this planet, and have to do this again from somewhere else in the universe where we're reincarnated according to our doings of goods and not so good karmically. But we actually lose, we fail some cans and cans accomplish this from years now on this planet to connect with other planets that are also observing and connecting. And so you can see our names and pictures there. We can see all of them. We see them genealogically. We have our names and pictures of our family trees. We also have picture frames to symbolize yours, connectings. And we start first with our great-grandmothers, first go first, and then our current Shekinahs, all the females of our families, and then all equally, essentially, our youngest generations of females and males equally, our Elohas, Elohims, Eli circles, when there was female and females and males. And so we'll say some of the names because I want to say some, and then I always say what you're going to say, and Queen Esther, and all of the inner core clan mothers, and more recently, Lydia Costanza, Virginia, and Barbara Herschel, and currently it's Virginia and Lydia, the Launching New Times, and especially it's our co-white calf buffalo and equals. We have our Myrtle, Rosemary, and Pearl, and especially Mop, Patricia, Sunflowers, and especially today in Myrtles, there's Martha and Sophie, and equally Laura, and especially Anne Racing and Cricket, so Loyalies, and we have equally, we have our remembering our Sylvias and our Bonnies, or our Lights families, and our Ubuntu families, our Anns and Joannes, and Lillian, Gaelas, and Gorgis, and especially today our Ellens and Hannahs, and all of the families, the mothers, and all the families of the Solarian families, and especially equally, and dearest and dearest to our hearts, our Magdalens and Nazarenes, our reintertwining Venusian Marians, and that's Estrellas, Libertia and Estrella, and equally, traveling back and forth, circles times, clarity, especially as Sarah Harriet, and Radiant Ray, and Sarah Harriet, traveling back on circle size, clarity, Jubilee Jacqueline, First Internet, Risen Rose, Grandma Marie, Grandma Popper, Granadette, all the grace restored, Grandma Dorothy's teach the learnings, all the lessons of the Wizard Justice and Wizardess of Oz that we all are, connected with Leonie and Jenny and Lynn of the Gaia families, and Rachel Chaim of the Scargates families, and our current females, of course, our Esther's, many Esther's and Marians, and Anne Marie's and Julia Marie's equalies, Rachel's, did I say Rachel's, and Anne Marie's and Julia Marie's equalies, and Jenny's and Dia's Divine, and more there, and especially equally to our youngest generations. We have, of course, our April's, our Risen Rose, our Risen essentially all of which with Edith, Hillel's, and Hesperuses, and more there. These are shares. We have Thomas Saraswati, Stacey Anastasia, Lighting Lees, and especially our beloveds Vanessa Salia and Hannah Elizabeth Wesley's, our young couples, Hadass and Grandma and Leah and Ross and Benjamin and John and Blessed Bows, and more are coming very always Easterlands, always Easterlands, always relatedly soon. Let's make it 11s. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Ever ye's blessings.